Hi guys, welcome to another demo dive. We're going to be checking out Duskpunk today, which is this game. I'm going to turn my display capture on, which didn't work because I didn't check it, because it's reset itself, because, whatever. There we go. All right. Professionalism, everybody. Professionalism. This is the game we're going to be checking out, Duskpunk. I found out about this game just this weekend and decided, you know what? It comes out today. So we're going to check the demo out. Quick disclaimer. The demo version number down here in the bottom corner doesn't say version 1. And it's got a D at the end for demo, I guess. I don't know if they're going to update this demo on the release of the game. So if this demo is different from a demo that you play later in life, that's probably why. And as always, remember, being a demo, there's probably bugs and stuff. There might be, there might not be. We'll see. But take it with a grain of salt. But this is by Clockwork Bird. Very good name for a studio who are doing basically a kind of a steampunky setting. You'll already kind of get the idea looking at the style here. It's very Dishonored looking, right? So I guess there's a lot of vibe going on here, but also it looks kind of Citizen Sleeper meets Disco Elysium. It's that new breed of story RPG game that's coming out. But I really liked the look of this. So, come here and wishlist it. But as I said, the game comes out in less than an hour. So the game is going to actually come out, hopefully, by the time we're done with this demo. So if you like what you see, you can even come and buy it. No price point, though. So I can't tell you how much it's going to be. You can always come here. If you're watching this on YouTube, go right ahead and check in the video description. I will put a link to the store page for it. So you can come and check it out yourself at your own leisure. Let me turn off my display capture. Ooh, that's sudden music. Hang on, let me just... This is one of those games that mutes itself when you Alt-Tab out. I am going to crank the volume down by half, just so it doesn't overwhelm when that sting kicks in. Let's have a look at the quick settings before we get into the game itself. So, you've got a few graphic settings, but mostly very basic, because it's not super graphically intense game, so I think this is good enough. Everything goes up to high, low, medium, very low. And you can also set your target FPS if you want. There are interface controls for text speed and text fade in and mouse wheel direction, map pan, and then you've got a bunch of audio sliders, which again, I like to have a few different audio sliders instead of just the one. So good on them for that. And gameplay difficulty, you have standard, and then I noticed there is all rolls are one easier. So if you're struggling with the dice mechanics, the gods of RNG are not being polite and kind, you could do this if you want. So that's worth knowing. We're going to begin a new game. Okay, I guess we get to build our character then, huh? Let's see. Yeah, what kind of punk is Duskpunk? It is this, Urana, absolutely. You'll love to see this game. Yeah, this game looks really nice. One slider to rule them all? No, Urana. One slider does not rule them all. What is too much power? And eventually it fails, so, Yes, we can spice up the dice, I like that. So we can choose who we were. We could have been a veteran, a career soldier in an army family. Nothing could have prepared you for the war to end the world. And then you got a criminal. You love evading the law, love breaking the law until it caught up with you, of course. Then you didn't like it so much. The war was worse than 1,000 street battles. So I guess what they're saying is we did go to war, and we're returning from war must be the theme here. And it's who were we, either the soldier already or a criminal that got shipped out, like go part of a penal colony unit. A penal colony unit? Just a penal unit, It does mean we get good sneak, no engineering, very little sway or endurance. We could be an engineer. The Empire saw your fast hands and faster brain. Ooh, they saw the big brain, and they sent you to the front. Maintain the killing machines. Good engineering. In a game like this that's got that kind of steampunk vibe, engineering is going to play a part. We could have been a writer. A sensitive soul. Yeah, you know how to talk to people. You know how to make an argument and how to see the unseen. Good with sway and intuition and pretty crap at everything else. And that's it. Okay, those are the options. I'm going to go with criminal. I love being a criminal in games. We have gender slider, he, we have they, and we have she. Excellent. What are we going to be? Who do we want to be called? What about a war criminal? This is a criminal who's come back from war, so does that count? I don't think it does. I don't think that does at all. Fast hands. You behave yourself, Huron. You behave yourself. Well, we are Wolf with an E because, you know... Actually, let's see. We've got Shepherd. Shepherd. Archer. Rudfax. Okay, that's not a bad name for a street criminal. Old Rudfax over there will get you what you need. Hicks. Oh my god. Haversham. Haversham. That would be the name if we were the writer. Haversham. Mr. Haversham, the writer. Axel. These are actually pretty good random names for this game. I like that. McSnick, McSnap, McShack, Shank, McShank. McShank. Oh my god. You know, I kind of like that as yeah, McSnick's good, but McShank really is a criminal's name. We are McShank. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Thank you. So we can change the difficulty at start as well, but you can change the game setting at any time. So you don't have to set it straight away, by the way. Boom. Boom, the bell tolls. Time marches on. He's a Londoner, he is. Yeah, he's got a shanking stick. You're going to shank you with it. Going to give you a good stabbing. Tyrants appear all powerful. This illusion is broken only at the moment of their downfall. I cannot know when dusk will set on this rotten empire. I only know that no matter how long the day, dusk will always come. Laris Markov, The Nature of the State. That sounds a bit too big brain for me. I don't know about that intellectual stuff. I'm a criminal, I am. The war chewed you up. The city tried to swallow you whole. But there's life in you yet. You shake yourself awake. End. I shook myself too hard and I died. Oops. Oh god, crawl to safety. What the fuck happened to me? Each action tests a skill. The action tests endure. Okay. So your action test will remember this. Every action has 3 possible outcomes. Success. You do what you set out to do. Mixed. You partially succeed or avoid total failure. Or failure, you don't do it. Crawl to safety by clicking the Act button and will advance time. Okay, so like, I guess Citizen Sleeper, you know, every action you do will use up a unit of time or something. I kind of like that. Already as well, as a tabletop player of Blades in the Dark, very similar success-based system. So, okay, your ankle throbs. You need to get away from here. I got my 5 endurance. Okay, so difficulty 5. Okay, and my skill value is 1. How many dice am I rolling? Probably 2d6, I guess. You roll plus your skill value, and it's equal to or greater than the skill difficulty. You achieve a mixed outcome. If you exceed the difficulty by 3, you achieve a success. Okay, but we need to get like a +3 on that. So I need to roll an 8 or better in order to get a full success. I have a 58% chance. That's not bad. 7! Oh, okay. You drag yourself up the bare shoreline. Digging claw marks in the mud, you drag yourself forward. Oh, I can't remember how I got here. Or, oh, I remember that shit. Or, I don't even want to know. Let's just go with, I think it's mysterious. You can't recall. You struggle to remember. The front, the trenches, a maze of mud and bodies, both living and dead. Machine guns plucking lives like flowers. It's all such a blur. The people you've seen die. You remember each death with clarity of it. Nah, they mingle together. Like, Jesus, I don't want to think about it. Their blood, their moans, their flesh. It's all one. Becoming Warhammer 40,000 here. This is very Nurgle. They just became a fused flesh blob that had too many mouths and all of them were screaming. But in my mind, what happened to you? How did you escape the war? Yeah, let's go with that. You recall flashes falling. You were underground, buried? Oh no, a vat of electric blue light churning with flesh. Shake myself awake. Like, nope, I'm done with that. Okay. Chat always supports. Yes, that's it. Thank you, chat. Thank you for your support of my dice rolling skill. Is this a PTSD simulator? I mean, I guess we're gonna find out. Yes, everything hurts, your ankle throbs, your muscles are straining. Let's feel that ankle. Is it broken? The pain is like sheet-like. Well, I'm gonna look around before I try to stand up. I don't want to stand up and hear the sound of a dry twig snapping. Oof. You spot a piece of driftwood, gnarled and knotted. Grab it. I know where this is going. You give me an option to stand up after telling me my ankle hurts? I know what's coming. A twisted crutch for a broken man. Step into the city. As the sun rises, you hobble away from the river. You realize that the streets, unfamiliar in the dark, are known to you, but you've not lived here in years. We're in Dredgeport. It's the capital city of the Sarumian Empire. Check my pockets. Oh, bloody hell, have I been robbed? Slim pickings. I gained 3 groats. Oh, that's a good name for money. A groat. Good old name. The currency of the humblest sort. How will you live? You consider a new aim. Survive. And assuming you do, what's your next step? Stop the war. Wow, let's get grand with this. Like, you know what? War? I'm putting an end to it. I'm going to put an end to this. You know, I'm going to overthrow the government. I am going to install my own that will make peace that will last. No. No. Find friends and allies, join revolutionaries. Oh yeah, there we go. Topple the government! Whatever is necessary to never be this helpless again. Oh, I like that as a motivation. I will never be weak again. Let's do that. So you will join any cause, serve any master if it brings power and safety. That's a dangerous proposition. Never again. You consider a new aim, gain power. You've returned to Dredgeport. Gods help you. No. Gods help them. I'm back, baby. But Shank's back. Pan the map with WASD, arrows, or left click and drag. Zoom with the wheel. Explore the city. Oh, okay, so there's a lot of shit over here. Oh, okay. As you explore more of Dredgeport, you will discover the goals you might wish to pursue. These are called aims. Click here to see a list of all unfinished aims. Oh, up there. I'm like, where? There, where the arrow is. Here you can see a list of aims you could pursue. You can track down one aim at a time. Tracking an aim highlights any location which might help you complete the current stage. Whenever you achieve an aim, you gain a growth point, which can be spent on improving skills. Track an aim now. Power. I want power. I don't want to be weak. You will find power people. You will make yourself indispensable. You will never suffer like this again. Find a gang hideout. Hell yeah. All right. What if any war has to be fought on a foreign, uninhabited planet? We'll get there. We'll cross that bridge and burn it when we come to it. Never be weak again. Gotta hit the gym, bro. Gotta lift, bro. Hell yeah. Get into a way. Yeah. Do you lift? What supplements do you take? Okay, so find a gang hideout. I don't even know how to do that. I guess I just gotta click on the quarter and see what happens. Explore. Okay, again, it's kind of like Citizen Sleeper in that sense. Like you go to an area and then you explore it to find opportunities, and it will take times. We've got a day mechanic here. What are these? Oh my god, was that what I... Yeah, stress mechanic. We're back to the Blades in the Dark.
Cat talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
That's right, fucking Kuno. Let's throw some rocks at people. Fucking Kuno's got it right. Hell yeah. Down with the pigs. Throw the rocks. Overthrow. Be strong. Kuno knows where it's at. That's perfect. Thank you for that, Urana. That's a perfect quote for the moment. Yeah, so there's a stress mechanic. Can be used to push yourself to retry actions. Okay, I am definitely going to go out on a leap and say that the developers have played Blades in the Dark because this is very similar. I do love it. Tends to rise each time you sleep due to nightmares? Oh. For each stress threshold you cross, another of your dice faces will be broken, giving it a value of 0? Okay, that's a bit different though. Like in Blades in the Dark, when you hit a stress threshold, you get like a trauma that becomes like a narrative part of your character. But you can use the trauma sometimes to help yourself get better. It's pretty good. Kuno does know some shit. He does. Kuno's been around for like a 12-year-old speed addict, you know? By the way, I am reading Programming a Ray Tracer in a Weekend. Are you still... Is that for your, like, game concept that you were working on? Ray tracing, that's some good stuff. I will soon be updating this PC. Soon. I'm going to go tomorrow and buy the first components for it. And I can have ray tracing. First thing I'm going to do is play Cyberpunk 2077 just to see what it looks like on a not 1080. And a not, 1080 Ti that I have, because I have been way behind the curve for a long time. We've got a health meter here and energy. We're only half health. Oh dear. Anyway, we need an Intuit check. It's a difficulty 5. I got a 3 in it, I guess, right? So, yeah. Go. Oof. Target was a success and 6 and I got a success. Yeah, there we go. That was a sentence. You find a maze of alleyways and a honeycomb of bustle. Result, location discovered. Ta-da! What did I find? The slums. Oh yeah, of course. Wherever there's, a crammed in populace of misery. And I find the gang. The second book is called In a Week and the third is called For the Rest of Your Life. Oh shit. How to do it in a weekend, and then a week, and then forever. Just don't stop. I found the continuation of the titles adorable. That's good, actually. That gets your attention, actually. Well, that's good naming, Beware, some actions have negative consequences for failure. A risky action, you will suffer a negative outcome on a failure. A dangerous action, you will suffer a negative outcome on a mixed outcome or failure. Okay. I'm going to say it every time. Blades in the Dark style. Like it. If a role is too difficult, you can spend time preparing. This costs time. Blades in the Dark style. Yep, they've definitely played it. I'm going to stop making comparisons now, because people will get annoyed. Makes the action easier the next time you attempt it. Prepare this action now. Each day, middle-class do-gooders flood the district with religious pamphlets encouraging people to mend their ways. They're all susceptible to sob-stories. Thanks to your preparations, the action will be easier the next time you try it. So, prepare didn't really cost me anything, I guess? Or did it cost me energy, probably? Yeah, I guess so. It's a 7 test a sway, and it's a risk. So we can either con the do-gooders. We got a 58% chance, but there's a possibility of a mixed outcome on this, though, doesn't give us negative, only if we fail. Or we could just beg on the street corners, desperate. Surely a lady will move someone's heart to pay for bread. Or the lady. I'm guessing that's like a deity. Like a, it's like the Game of Thrones, the mother and the stranger and the warrior and so on, the 7, that probably kind of a similar thing. No, I'm going to go con some people. I'm a criminal. I'm going to do some crime. All right. I reduced the difficulty by 2 as well because of this. So, yeah, I need a 7+. Go! Let's go. My dear, of course I'll help you with your father's funeral costs. After your recent sickness, I'm sure you're exhausted. You can see I've got a bum leg from the war and everything, and I can't bury him. Need to pay some people to carry the coffin. They're only made of cardboard, but still, it could probably get a better coffin if I had a bit of money. Oh, nice. All right, so I gained a bit of money, but finding a gang hideout didn't actually happen. So then we've got beggar's attention. Stake out at a begging spot. You see the flash of eyes in the dark alley. They're not hostile, but they're watching. Am I going to find the beggar king if I do this? I bet I am. Okay. So I need a 9+ for that now because it's gone back to its regular. All right. Let's try this. I'm going to prepare. If you prepare now, time will advance and this action will be unavailable until tomorrow. No, cancel then. I only need a 6. Let's do this. Boom! I'm getting these 7s all day here. A few passers-by toss the odd coin. A few even make eye contact. What did I get here? Ah, right. Okay. This is more like Citizen Sleeper. I fill a clock. Yeah. And it will gain the attention of the beggars. And then the thing will happen. I get it. First book is just passing curiosity. Second book is a hobby. Third book is a way of life. That's basically it, yeah. That's what it's appealing to. And that's pretty good. I'm going to mug them. I'm going to mug everybody. I'm going to mug the beggars. If they're going to, like, take me to the beggar king, I'm going to kill him, and I'm going to turn around and say, I'm your king now. Unless it's Lawrence Fishburne. You know, then I might actually follow him, because who wouldn't? Night has fallen. Different actions will be available. You can preview each actions are available during the day or night with these tabs. Okay. So, I see. Yeah, thanks for... But hey, I was learning a thing. Okay, that was weird. You stumble from an alleyway and bump into a young beggar. Fucking Kuno. He's in this game too. An urchin. Excuse me, mate. There is a tinkle at your feet as they round the corner. Check my purse. You little bastard. You realize the purse has been lost. 3 groats gone. You little fucker, I'm gonna find him. Confront him. The beggar has disappeared around a corner. You hobble forward. Excuse me, I think you have something of mine. If that's not yours, it's not right to take from people, you know, said the man who conned that money out of a good woman. Yeah. Give it back, you little shit. I'm gonna beat you with my driftwood crutch. Give what back? They smirk and they keep walking. Grab them. Fuck it. Come here, you. You try to catch them, but they slip aside. You lunge again, they dodge away. Later, soldier. They disappear down an alleyway. Fuck you, Kuno. Defeated, you slump against the wall. You remember how the beggar approached you, barged into you, and deftly reached your pocket. You could do the same trick. Could it work for you? You practice the same walk. You barge into a few passers-by for practice without trying to take anything. After a few hours or so, you think you're ready to try a newfound talent. I've learned how to pick pockets with the oldest trick in the book, the old bump and lift, you know, by having it done to me. If the dialogue text is too slow or fast, this can be adjusted in the setting menu, or it could appear all at once instead of fading letter by letter if you wish. Continue. I know that. All right. Oh, look at that. There's little lights in windows on the map. That's good. I like that. Map looks pretty nice as well. I like that the water is moving, although it's a bit fast. Jesus, the river runs high and angry today. Yeah. Okay. Well, where's that day-night thing? I'm going to read that. Let's have a look at some of these. What have we got here? I've got my groats. Got my skills in here. My dice faces. Okay, I see. And then, yeah, okay. It's fine. Can we... Find a solace den. It costs 3 rumors. Now I'm getting Fallen London vibes. You jumbled a jumble of words jealously guarded. It glitters all the more for being in the darkness. Can be sold at a drug den. Yeah, okay. So I need to find that, but I have to do it in the daytime, and I cannot pay the cost. Do we want to explore again? There must be somewhere you can get a decent meal. If I prepare, boom, it takes a bit of time. And then I've got a wheel to fill. Alright, 4+. Easy. 7 again. What is with these 7s, my dude? Am I just rolling like one dice that has all 4s and one that has all 3s? Alright, so I gain 2 on the clock to explore, find a maze of alleyways, honeycomb and bustle. You have advanced the clock. It represents progress towards a goal or how close you are to something bad happening. The clock represents your progress exploring the district. New locations, Tavern and the Chalice Bridge. Alright, well, close that. Have a look. There's the tavern, and the bridge is locked. Oh, I bet I can't cross into the Noise District. Can't cross into Old Town where the snobs live. I have rigged dice. I do not. How dare you? How dare you? You assume because I'm a criminal I have rigged dice. I'll have you know, I'm a respectable man of the community, I am. Oh my god. Let's have a look. This is going to cost me some energy. Oh god, it's going to cost me 7 groats to get money. That fucking little beggar. That little bleeder, he took my money. Alright, alright. What was this clock, though? Oh, I get the actual trust of the tavern by basically being a patron there. I got it. What can I do in the slums at night? Pick some pockets. Sneak check. I need a 7. I've been rolling 7s, but I'm not going to rely on that. I'm going to prepare, and now I need a 5. Is this because it's the demo, and they're just like, you know what? Let's just make him always roll 7s. I don't know. I got 3 more grouch. I am exhausted. Sleep to recover my actions. Sleeping ends the current day. Find a place. An alleyway. Oh my god. Rigged. Spiced? I just call them herbally seasoned dice. Absolutely. That's it. My dice are just seasoned. They're well seasoned. I got an alleyway here that I can just crash in. I need a 12? To get good sleep? Oh my god! Can I sleep at the tavern? I can get food if I spend 7 of my 9 money. And it doesn't advance time. And I'll gain a bit of trust. But there's no room at the inn, I guess. I gotta buy food though. Let's do that. Passable and nourishing. I got my energy. 1 point. There we go. That's all food does, I guess, is just restore the energy. We still need to sleep to advance the day. Oh. It's like real life. You need a high score for good sleep. You can always roll half. I've been rolling failure for the last week, actually, in life, so 7. Damn you, game! I didn't rig my dice enough. God damn it. I didn't season them enough, sorry. They're a bit under-seasoned. I bet because I'm sleeping in an alleyway, it's a big debuff. If I can sleep in the tavern, I'll probably get like a lower requirement. It'll probably need a 7. Because it just does. You barely get a wink of sleep when you close your eyes. You see the faces of the dead comrades. Oh! I lost 3 energy for that as well. It's a good job I actually ate first, because if I'd have lost 3 energy, Jesus. Okay, but I gained a bit of stress. As you rub the sleep from your eyes, your stomach rumbles. Bro, we just ate! I have to pick some more pockets. The energy bar drops each morning. If you lose energy, but have none left, you take health damage instead. It's important to keep yourself fed. You slept terribly, haunted by phantoms, the trenches. I see a flag fluttering. That's a good image. Got holes in it. You see the flag falling like a dying bird, and a voice. Toss him in with the others. He's as good as dead. I'm still alive! Now lie there, let death hold you in its cold embrace. You lie still, you're breathing ragged. Perhaps if you don't move, he won't hurt you again. You are passed through by 100 hands to a black steel funeral barge. Suddenly, you start awake. The smell hits you like a mouthful of dirt. Air is rotting. Claw with my arms. Desperately claw. Old skin against your cheek, rough fabric, buckles, and cheap medals. Chink of light? Somewhere above you? Don't go toward the light! Above, below, and around you are corpses, packed tight like processed meat. Kick with the legs. Ah, that's how I bust my ankle up. Your ankle bursts with pain. You force yourself forward, digging toward the surface. You burst out into the moonlight. And I turn into a werewolf and howl. Nope, breathe. You take a gasp, taking a deep lungful of air. Then I look around. Like, hang on, before I breathe. Yeah, that's the right order of things, I think. You are on the deck of a lich barge. Great ships that deliver corpses from the war to the capital to be rendered into plasm. Ooh, we fuel us with corpses? Oh, hulks that haul the dead back to the capital. Oh my goodness. So you end up so you did end up in one just as you feared, but you're alive. The plasm yard looms ahead. A chute stretches ahead of you. The ground shifts under you, tilting, and bodies slip down. So am I playing my nightmare right now? I guess I am. The superfuel plasm is rendered from the bodies of the dead. The ground shifts under me, tilting, and the bodies slip down into a chute. Look down the chute that you're about to go. You're going to get a close look in a moment. Look around for a mechanism. Run back up the chute away from the plasm tower. Yeah. Look around for a mechanism. I take a deep lungful of dirt. Yes, delicious dirt. Nourishment. You glance around for a mechanism to tamper with. Mounted on the ship's hull is a cluster of gears and wiring and bodies that slip past you. Jam something in. You glance around. What do you even have to hand? A person, a bone, anything. You wrench up a half-exposed bone free and jam it into the gears. The bone splinters and the gears grind on. Of course they do. Slowly, on hands and knees, you slide down the chute with gathering speed. Run! You sprint up, dodging corpses tumbling the other way. Your boot slips, you fall, bang your chin, and hurtle towards the plasm vat. No! Grab something! Ah! You scramble desperately and slip sideways. You feel your body leave the chute. 2 sickening seconds, you are airborne, and below you is a black river. So what, I just basically jump out? Alright, that works. Hit the water with a start awake, and you bolt upright. Scream in the alleyway. Ah! People will be like, shit, get away from him. You're crazy, man. Look, they call me McShank, not McCrazy, alright? Your chest heaves, it sounds like a sawmill. Your breathing slows. It's just a bad dream. That wasn't a memory, that was a bad dream. That's what that was. Yeah, it was just a bad dream, you think. No one could live through that hell. There's a churning in your stomach. Someone did survive that. You did. But this was how you came to Dredgeport. Taken for dead, loaded on a corpse barge, and almost rendered into plasm. You shudder. What an awful night. Get up. Now wake the fuck up, samurai. We've got a city to burn. When you try to rise, your ankle gives way. You stifle a sob. Poor leg. You hear footsteps coming down the street and a steady clanking sound. Raise upon my walking stick. Shaking, you haul yourself to a stand. A robed figure stops and looks at you. Dude. He wears the robes of a watcher, a follower of the lady, holy men, and religious healers. He is a priest of the lady. Ah, here we go. Lady is one of the 5 gods, mistress of mercy and compassion. Soldier. Your balance whirls, you fall to the cobbles. He bends down. Poor helpless gobshite. Let's get you warmed up. Pass out. You black out. The end. And then you must wake. I've got a roll to wake up. I may never wake again. Leave me. I want to sleep for eternity. This world is too painful. I will prepare to wake myself. No, I'm just going to act. It's 7. What could go wrong? It's a mixed outcome. If you get a bad outcome, you can push yourself to re-roll at the cost of a stress. You can only do this once per outcome. Not a 7, I know! These dice have betrayed me. Rigged! Alright, continue. You feel sheets, a rough blanket. Like a half-drowned rat. Feel like you've been given a second chance. You just lie there at peace. No, I feel like a half-drowned rat, like, oh god. What the? Still feel the freezing river water on your skin and in your throat. The last few days have been a desperate blur. You become aware of an ache in your right foot. Look down. Your right leg ends in a tight bandage around the ankle joint. Your foot is gone. What have you done to me, you bastard? I gained 1 stress. Bro, you're stressing me out, god damn it. What the fuck? Why did you do that? What the fuck? Ah! Oh damn, it's like waking up as a fucking Venom Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, but it's the foot instead of the arm. Is Quiet gonna turn up behind this guy now and strangle him to death? Oh. You rise, your gaze rises to a figure by your bedside. Ah, back in the land of the living. His accent lilts like music. My foot. Which one? The one that's not there or the one that is? It comes out as a terrible question. I'm sorry, truly. There weren't much left. The shelter master and I, we argued. And my foot? Get to that. Let's get to that. Called the local Sawbones. He's unprofessional, too fond of his solace, but time was against you. So you got a drunk surgeon. Is that what solace is? Oh, it's a drug. You got a surgeon who was high to cut my foot off? A drug that soothes the mind and dulls the senses. Used by doctors to dull patient pain or soldiers to keep trauma at bay. Oh, did he use that on me? Okay. That's why I've been out for a while. Got it. Time was against you, though. Your ankle tingles. Still feel the pain. You have questions. How long was I out? A few hours after the operation. I had a day guard look in on you. I am truly sorry. Where am I? The slums of Dredgeport, soldier. Right now you're in the sanctuary, a shelter for those with nowhere else to go. They owe me a favor. But where's my manners? He clasps your hand. I'm brother Rejek. Rejek? Rejek? I guess it's Rejek. Yeah, like it's like a, I don't know, kind of a Nordic J. Brother Rejek, a watcher. Follower of the lady, religious man. Yep, we've already read that. As you shake his hand, his rain chalice tinkles. Oh, that's the bowl. I thought that was like the offering bowl or something. Was he going to be putting that out and saying, now would you care to make a donation? No. You took my... I've donated enough. I donated a whole foot. A broad silver bowl used by priests to collect rainwater for religious rituals. So I'm curious about my new foundling. Remember much about the last battle, or soldier, but I was a crook before that. Knocked down and taken for dead. I'm gonna say I don't remember much. I feel like my guy would be like, nah, that didn't happen. That's too fucking scary. I'm hiding from that truth. I don't remember much after my last battle. You shoulda. I've just been minged to survive on the streets the last few days. I thought as much from the uniform. He sighs and smiles vaguely upwards. Ah, I hear the war's terrible, but still. To fight the forces of what? Aureus? Defy the heathen god, their false queen? Glorious. Nothing fucking glorious in what was happening out there. Yeah, Sarum's traditional enemy going back centuries. Sarum's foe in the Great War. Memories tease you, the war, the trenches, and the whine of the grunt harvester. A mechanical nightmare from the front? Oh, it's like a war machine then? The grunt harvester? That's a name. Just shank him, he's sus. Yeah, I'm gonna break my driftwood crutch into a shank and I'm gonna go, stabbed. Fuck you. Its wheels and legs pinioning like a mechanical marionette. It's not glorious, it's a slaughterhouse. The lady teaches us things are not always what they seem. Yeah, it seems glorious. It isn't. Listen to the lady, bro. There was no glory, I was there. You don't know, man, you weren't there! He shrugs. I'll pray on it, sir. Be that as it may, they must have found you unconscious and loaded you onto a lich barge. You were lucky. No, that was a dream! I refuse to remember. You shudder. The priest takes your hand. You're safe now. Don't touch me. Get your stinking hands off me. I don't know anything about the city. Not lived here for years. First things first, you're not going anywhere until you've got some strength. No, I'm going. Trying to rise. You try to get up, your muscles tremble. Alright, I'll rest. Can I get some food? Have faith, foundling. Remember, this is the way. It's the best medicine there is. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. If I find any Beskar out there, I'll be sure to bring some back for the other foundlings. Ugh. Alright. Regain my strength. I need a 5. Or a 4+. I need a 7+. I've got a 4+. I need 7. I think I'm going to prepare for that. Now I need a 5. The game's like, fine, have 2 5s. Yeah! Raycheck bandages your wounds and bathes your skin. I gained a couple of health, and my clock is getting stronger. And then I need to do it again. I feel brave. I'm gonna try. Ooh, come on. Look at me, I'm a powerhouse. Ta-ding! Excellent. After a few hours rest, you feel better. Raycheck bustles in with a small sack. Here's your foot. Oh, no! I managed to find it in the trash. So, how is the patient? I'm gonna hide how terrible I feel. I'm a proud man. Oh, I gained a stress. I could eat my own weight in rations. For a moment, Raycheck frowns, like he can see the mask you're putting up, and then he rallies. Huh, that's a bit beyond our means. He hefts a sack onto the bed. Scraps and leftovers from my flock. You feel up to helping me cook? These hands ain't what they used to be. Do I have a choice? He shrugs. I find getting stuck into something helps take my mind off my burdens. Let the labors take away your burden. Somebody is coming. You can't believe your second chance at life. As you pass through the doorway or under bridges, you find yourself glancing over your shoulder, waiting for the axe to fall. 6 endurance check. An 8. I want to prepare for this one. Now we need a 6. Make a soup. It's hard. It's hard making soup, guys. Oof, it's really hard. In your weakened state, you bungle the cooking. The stew is passable, though. I gain 3 energy. Ta-da! That's all I needed. I needed exactly that. Make a bot shank machine. Yes! That's what we need. Somebody's coming did not advance, though. So what do we do? What do we got here? The Crucible and the Poor Quarter. I guess I can do stuff. There's nothing left to do at the Sanctuary. What about the slums? Alright, I'm back to pickpocketing. What is it? The Crucible. Explore the factories. Explore the streets. Explore the workshops and forges. It seems like this is the one that will fill this. Let's go. 6. Mixed outcome. 1. Not bad. District is a jumble of metal, sparks, and soot. The Witcher's Crossing. New location. Alright. Where is that? That's there. These are locked. I've got to buy a West Pass. 30 groats. I've got to pick a lot of pockets. Shit. Poor Quarter. Let me explore again. I only need like 1 here to get something. Find a maze of alleyways and a honeycomb of bustle. Boom! I found the market. Now I gotta sleep, because I'm done for the day, but I found the market. So what can we do here? We can explore it. We can get into a prize fight with 9 skirmish, but that's a dangerous action. Or bet on the fight. Okay. And in the daytime, we can buy spirits. Okay, well then. But we need to sleep, so I guess I have to go to Sanctuary and sleep. I still need a 10! It's worse here than it was in the alleyway. No, that was a 12, wasn't it? Okay, it's not too bad. Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. God damn you. Nightmares again? Somebody is coming. As you rub the sleep from your eyes, your stomach rumbles. Boing. After a fitful sleep, you come to roll off your pallet. You hit the floorboards and jar your hip. For a second, there is nothing in the world but your ragged breathing, gently slowing. At the front, there is only the only thing that soothed your stress was solace, a drug that quiets the mind like a warm bath. You consider a new aim. Find a solace dealer. No, I don't need it anymore. I'm not in the war. I'm not going back. Raychek hurries in. Foundling, you all right? Never you mind, just leave me be. No. Well, as you can see, I slept terribly. I landed on the floor. He leans his staff against the wall and helps you. War comes with a cost. Those who died and are taken to the Father's bosom are the lucky ones. Father is one of the 5 gods. Just but stern. Okay. I thought it said just stern. I'm like, what? He's just a stern dad. That's it. He's just a dad. Those who remain face a much harder test of faith. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You weren't there. This isn't a test, brother. It's suffering. He sighs. I have seen men and women spat out by the war. Often they're broken. When they're lucky, sleep brings the ladies peace, but more often than not, there are only night terrors. Yeah, my sleep paralysis demon was sitting on my chest all night, licking my eyeballs. Will I ever be free of them? He smiles sadly. Nope. With the lady's blessing. With a pang, you realize he's giving you false hope. Each time you sleep, you will have a good, bad, and terrible sleep due to the nightmares, and will raise or lower the stress. Anyways, I just came to look in on you. There's other lost sheep I have to tend to. But I have a gift. He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a crutch. A body should have 2 legs in Dredgeport, even if one's made of wood. Can I get a cybernetic leg? Like, can I get a steampunky leg with all cogs and shit? Yes. I want my cog foot. Why are you helping me? Because you need the help, son. I ain't blind. Now about your situation. He sobers a little. Look, you're welcome to stay here as long as you can, but don't get your hopes up. Why not? It's like, fine, I never do. I've had people come back from the war before. The recruiters have mountains of paperwork on their side. If you've escaped, they're gonna track you down. Like, so I'm a deserter. Look, I died in the front. I'm back. I'm living again. They don't get to take me back. Avoid the draft. If that happens, I'll deal with it when it comes. But now I've got a second chance at life. Suit yourself. Honestly, it's a shame we can't just talk to the little father. He's a good man. A term of affection for the Emperor. Little Father. What kind of Emperor would like to be called the Little Father? They'd find that a bit demeaning, I think, but okay. Who is seen as the Father's deputy on Earth. Okay. Kind of the Pope as well, then. Emperor and Pope, all in one. Why is he fighting this horrible war? Or why is he turning dead soldiers into plasm? Like, where have you been? It's the best power source we have. No, we'll say that. Why is he fighting the war? What would the world come to if we left the Orions unchecked? This war is a terrible trial, but we must listen to the Father's plan. You look into Redcheck's smiling face and see an unassailable faith. Now you're rested and fed. You're out of my hands. Go about your business. Know of any work? You might explore the Crucible. That's the industrial district south of here. There's factories that might be hiring. May the Father protect you. He ducks into the street. Cool. Nice. So then, yeah, you basically go here, and I guess we keep on exploring the area, see what we can get. Just gonna act. Boom! That's terrible. But I found a workshop. Okay, well, let's check it out. Gather scraps. The scrap heap here is impressive. You admire the way a beaver would admire a mighty dam. What's a damn fine dam, that is? Yeah. Investigate the workshop. This place is a cut above the engineering yards and the rest of the district. Half-finished machines hang from cranes. You know what? I'm not a mechanical person. I'm a sneaky bugger. I'm not an engineer. Look at this. I got nothing I can do here at the freaking place like that. Now, what I need to do is find some... I need to find me some good opportunities. What about the poor quad? Can I still... I think I've fully explored it, haven't I? Yeah. Alright. Con the do-gooders. That's a sway check. I don't really have very good sway. I need to play to my strengths. I need to go skirmish, sneak, bit of intuition. Skirmish, we've got an intuition check here. Beg on the corners. Buy some scrap. Ironmongers are calling their wares. I guess that's like a bit of a gamble that someone's going to take scrap from you. Let's keep doing this and get the beggar's attention, though. Yeah. We got a beg. Whoa, look at that. We got 2 points in that and 2 groats. Passers-by toss me some coin. Great. I got 4 now. Excellent. Let's do it again. You are eating tangerines. Mmm. Sounds nice. All right, more coin. Oh, I got one more to do. Let's do it. Look at me, beggars. Witness me. Ding. Night is falling and new actions are available. As you are begging, a figure lopes towards you down the street. Clear off. This was my patch first. I've been here for... Oh, make me, bitch. You make me. The beggar launches himself at you, pushing you back. Clear off. You stumble back and try to grasp the wall behind you, but there's just empty air and you fall to the floor. You realize you've fallen into a narrow alleyway. You take a deep breath of the stifling air. Further down the alley, you hear whispering. Check it out. You creep down the alleyway and spot a crouched figure. Oh, look who it is! Come on, Fred, just a few days. They jump up and stare at you. Who's there? See, I'm no threat. They sigh with relief. Oh, it's the urchin. Oh, it's you again. Name's McShank. Ray, you caught me fussing with Fred here. They gesture to the floor of the alley. Step closer. You step deeper into the alley. Frey's animals scatter and regroup. The pigeon on the shoulder flutters at her wings. The mouse scurries behind Frey's leg. On the floor of the alleyway is another pigeon, very drowsy. Its head lolls to the side, its wings beat feebly against the ground. I have found the animal man, sir. So you're the druid. Cool. Well, I'm not a vet, but it doesn't look very good. That thing's gonna die. You should eat it. Oh, bugger off, they snap. Come on, Fred. I'm just telling it like it is. No need to be a hater. They stroke the bird's head lovingly. It nuzzles into their palm. Look, if I can help Fred, will you help me with a problem? What kind of problem? I just lost my begging patch. Someone loud pushed me off it. Well, that's Lark. He's a bit of a prick, yeah. Alright, I asked around and Fred here wants a blanket and some seeds. And some fresh water, not the muck from the river. I know where you can get it all, but it costs groats and I don't have it. I could steal it. I could do that as well, just get the groats. Alright, you get Fred the groats he needs and I'll get you a patch back. Befriend the beggars. Well, what else can I do at night? Sneaky pickpocketing. Yeah. All right. So how much do we need for this? Let's see. Befriend the beggars. It doesn't say how many I need, but okay. Risky. 7. Let's go. Ah! Mixed. Your marks are sharp tonight. Every eye is a searchlight. You snatch only a few coins, and those barely. Alright. Okay. But I needed 10 groats, and I've got it. Do I do it? I say we do it. You heft the coins in your hand. Where's Frey got to? Doesn't take long to find Frey in the maze of the slums. Hand over the groats. I don't care how the bird is. Here's your money. Get me what I want. I thank you, mate. I hope you ain't too late, but I've got to try. I nursed him from a chick. But you know them birds only live a couple of years, right? Now our deal? What about it? Look, the beggars ain't never going to accept you unless you do something for them. I just did something for you. Get to know them. Most people, they're fucking rubbish, so treat them like human beings, alright? And a drink never goes amiss. Something to warm you on a cold night. I could have figured that out for myself. Oi, oi, oi. Have no fear, mate. I have your back. Might take me a few days, though, on account of... They nod back the way they came. Yeah, the fucking bird, alright. Fred, of course. They nod. All right, mate. Scavenger keep you. So that's another one of the gods, the 5 gods, helping beggars and the lost survive when all seems hopeless. Cool. Alright, so get on the beggar's good side. It's a sway check? Shut the fuck up. Alright. Make an offering of alcohol. A plasm spirit. Oh, it's from plasm runoff. They're bottling the runoff from the plasm plant. That's all freaking dead people that's been mulched down, turned into energy. And you're drinking that shit? Ugh. Sold in a market and shared with beggars. Okay. Well, I gotta do more pickpocketing, I think. Okay. Do another round. Yo, 3. Your shoulder is like a hammer, knocking purses loose. Your hand is a crow, pecking them free. Oh, and I can do another one. I didn't realize I had a bit more time. Boom! Give me your money, assholes. Well, I can't do these because we've run out of time. So let's close that. What else could we be doing? Befriending the beggars, avoiding the draft. I don't feel like that's something we necessarily have to follow doing. That's just something that you hope doesn't happen. Finding a gang hideout again. Yeah, we need to do that, don't we? We need to explore some more. I like that it puts a little marker on where you should be doing that. But the only thing I can do during the night and day is finding a solace den. Which I don't actually have the ability to do, because I don't have rumors. Alright. Well, I guess we, not that. We go to the sanctuary, and we sleep here. Give me good sleep. Oh, troubled still. Still get a stress. Ah. Oh, we're about to get a bad, bad thing. As you rub the sleep from your eyes, your stomach rumbles. I'm hungry. Oh shit, I should eat something. When you awake, you find a note on the shabby dresser. Foundling, I must run an errand. Find me at the arc light. The address is scrawled at the bottom. Around Plaza. So is that a thing I need to... Ah, okay. Interesting. What is this? This intersection forms a large circular plaza. A round platform rises in the center, surrounded by strange metal stands. Examine the platform. The platform rises to chest height and is made of concrete. That means it was placed here in the last 10 years or so. A ladder allows access to the top. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I don't know what this is for. Suddenly you can hear a commotion. A trio of soldiers approach from the other side of the square, dragging 2 women with them. We've done no wrong. One of the soldiers, an officer, steps onto the platform. It's a whipping stand. All right. Citizens, you'll be glad to hear we have apprehended 2 Orayan agents. It's not true. The soldiers wrestle her onto one of the metal stand's pillory. They were caught stealing rations from the arsenal. They have been found guilty of sabotaging the war effort and espionage. They will remain here for 3 days. It is an act of treason to offer them food or water. He glares at the crowd. I will post guards here to ensure there are no more traitors in our midst. In the stockade, the woman struggles feebly, and then they lie still. Well, that's charming. Ain't that nice? Hey, ain't that nice? All right, so I can't do anything here until I get these whispers. Yeah. That's kind of weird. All right. Well, I guess for now, we'll keep trying to befriend the beggars. Set that, but we do need to find this guy first. The arc light. Once you find it, a bar occupying a massive drum-shaped building. Heading inside, you find Raychek talking to the barwoman. He nods as you approach. Foundling, this is Zai, mistress of the arc light and a witch and a witch with a wrench. Okay. If you ever need a device or a bit of clockwork, she's the body to ask. Acquire a device. Zai, this is my foundling. Zai is a towering woman. She looks more engineer than bartender. Outsider. No, that's not her voice. Outsider, her eyes narrow. Oh, come, woman. Is that any way to greet a new friend? Your friend, not mine. But she does reluctantly extend her hand for you to shake. I'll shake it. As you shake her hand, your fingers close around cold metal. You look down. Oh, this is where I get a new foot. Okay. Zai's hand is an incredible device of steel and brass. My own work, she smirks. You see why I wanted you to meet? He nods toward the crutch. I see you've joined our ranks. My condolences. I was hoping that you and your maverick friend might help with that. She bristles. We're not crazy, brother. We just keep to ourselves. Ah. For 6 seconds, neither says anything. Finally, Raychek clears his throat. How many times have I come through for you, Zai? I'm sick of your posturing, priest, she growls. But you've come through for us. She fixes you with a stern stare. I can build you something to help. You won't quite walk like you did, but it's a lot better than hobbling around. What'll it cost? Huh. And after all I've done for the man. He studies Raychek before answering. Since it's the Watcher who's asking, there's no cost. But this pays our debt, all right? Fine by me. But I'll need material. Haul me some scrap and I'll see what I can make of it. Befriend Zai. Okay, she glares at Raychek. Want you to leave now, outsider. I need a word with the priest. Leave but listen by the door. You head through the door but loiter just outside. An outsider. A racket of crucible drowns out the conversation. After a while, it subsides and you hear Raychek. I an outsider once? In other words, I guess he was like, wasn't I? You still are, you crazy bastard. Oh, they don't like each other. Not much. I should probably go here, though, and eat. Order some food. Will not advance time. That's good. Boom. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Mingling with the locals ain't really a thing I think I should be doing. No, we need to try to sway the beggars, I guess. Let me prepare for this. I need a 9 still, or a 6 plus a 44% I have. Mixed outcome. Okay. Ooh, snake eyes. 1 snaps. Shooty, you think you've had it hard? Don't make us like, bitch, I'm missing a foot. Shut your gob. Okay, well, that's just failed effort, though. There's no bad thing. You just don't gain any progress, so, yeah. Try again without preparing. Mixed. 1 snaps, all right. If I agree you've had it hard, had a hard lot, will you shut up? All right. But that's a project you just have to chip away at. What do I want to do for the rest of the day, though? The Crucible just isn't really the place, is it? Unless I can do, like, stealing shit. Can I steal from here at night? No, I can't. That would be good. Because look, yeah, investigating the workshop as an engineer, 17% chance of a good outcome. 8% here for gathering scrap. Oh my god. I need scrap for the arc light. What about the market? Let me explore this place. See what I can make of it. 2 points. An act again at night. Oof, we're getting these good rolls all of a sudden. Where were these hiding? Alright. So I can sell and buy stuff, I suppose. Like, daytime I can buy tools, sell ambergris and antiques. I can buy spirits for 5 groat, and I can eavesdrop. And then at night I can enter a prize fight or bet. Okay. Well, that's some stuff I can do, I suppose. A pale blue glow over here. What's all this about? Wandering the streets, you find yourself drawn to the river. A blue glow on the horizon. Oh no, it's the place. It's the bad place. I get the stress. Your throat goes tight. You stumble. You force air into your lungs and stumble against the wall. For moments or hours, there is only the wall and your breath and the crackle of plasm in the distance. Oh, and of course, Brother Raycheck. He's not stalking me at all. Easy there, foundling. Where did you come from? You've been choking here for a minute or two and you didn't notice me? You shake your head and he tuts. You almost entered the Tower of Hell. No one can face that and stay whole. He gestures to the industrial landscape before you. The yards where the bodies before you... Oh. The yards where the bodies of the dead become the fuel for the living. Blasphemous place? Hell yeah. Spit. The Father works in strange ways. Don't forget the city's street lamps, its vehicles. They're using plasm now. Yeah, you don't think it's blasphemy? Don't put words in my mouth, foundling. This place makes my skin crawl, but people rely on it. If this place were wiped away tonight, it'd only mean more suffering. The brother gathers himself and struts forward. Foundling, listen, regardless of your feelings in it, the place broke you. You'll have to face it again if you're to heal. He nods to the guard on duty and passes over a pouch of money. The guard opens the gate. Jesus, I don't want to go in there. As you walk through, the man claps a hand on your shoulder. Don't get any ideas. I'm only doing this because the watchers sat with my daughter when she lay dying. This gate don't open for just anybody. Damn. It's a shitty intuit check all round. Face the intake ramp, approach the lightning tower, or study the storage tank. Well, it's a 6. Alright, let's do it. More stress! Ding! Yep. Alright, well, that screwed me over. Approach the tower. Boom! Shit. We're gonna... this is just a demo. I'm not playing this very serious. Try this one. Storage tanks. Mixed. And we're out of time for the day. Yep, this place sucks. Back to the sanctuary and sleep. So I've got a broken dice here now that is basically a fail dice. 2 stress. I'm just gonna go crazy over here, aren't I? As you rub the sleep from the eyes, your stomach rumbles. Of course it does. Well, one last go over here. Let's see what happens. I face my demons. I am one with the Force, and the Force is one with me. You stumble back to the central yard. Your boot slips off a plasmic runoff. Oh, how was it? A roller coaster of hell? I've faced my fear and I can move on. Oh, why did you bring me here? This place is a horror show. Yeah, let's do that. Screw this place. Fair enough. Raycheck shakes his head. But it is your horror show now. You'll carry this with you, but I hope today has helped you come to terms with it a bit. Bro, I'm stressed. Wait. Unslinging his rain chalice, he uncorks his leather flask and splashes some water into it. When the dead are ready to move on, a brother gives them rainwater, the lady's tears. He holds the chalice to your lips. His eyes flash. Drink and let her ease your pain. Sure. I got nothing to lose. The silver is cold against your lips. The water tastes like metallic. I lost just one. Bro, you traumatized me, triggered me, and you give me something to take 1 stress off. Can I get more of that? Something inside you relaxes, but just a bit. I'm sorry I can't do more, foundling, but this is the way. The 2 of you walk toward the gate. Oh, Plague Pillars? I don't want to go to Plague Pillars. That sounds like a terrible place. I don't know when this demo actually ends, but we are going to have to probably leave it here for the day. I wanted to see what happens if we just fill this and we just die of like a heart attack or something. But this was a good way to get a good look at the game, but we are going to leave it there now. We need to move on to something else. So this has been a nice first impression of Duskpunk. Yeah, so this is the game again, just to remind ourselves what we've been playing. So this game should now, I think, be live. Oh, that's the store. That's what that is. Oh boy, there's some very rude stuff there. Yep, it's available now, and it's 25% off as of, well, until the 26th of November 2025. So you've got a few days to get it cheap, guys, and I think this is a great game. So you can also come and wishlist it still, even though, or you can just check out the demo for yourself and see if it's something you like.